Hello, everybody. Welcome to the broadcast. Uh, yes, the most dangerous thing in America right now is an ignorant public. And most of Americans think that we live in a democracy. Most Americans think the president runs the country. Nothing could be further from the truth. And most people think the secret government is a conspiracy theory. Nothing could be further from the truth. What you're looking at here is an article from the Boston Globe, and I'm going to read some of it to you, but I want to, up here, it says live results from the Democratic primary in New Hampshire. All Americans think that their vote is going to change the world, and all of a sudden everything's going to be better. And they've been doing it. I've been watching it happen for over 60 years. Vote for president. Every president's going to save the world, and things just keep getting worse and worse and worse. Why is that, folks? And remember this, when you go to vote, if you vote, which we're so far beyond, it's not even funny. We are so far beyond voting. Anyway, let me go ahead and read you this article so I can, from the Boston Globe once again. Vote all you want, the secret government won't change. The people we elect aren't the ones calling the shots, says Tufts University Michael Glennon. Let me see. Okay. I'll go ahead and read this article for you. But 6 years into his administration, the Obama version of national security looks almost indistinguishable from the one he inherited. Guantanamo Bay remains open. The NSA, if anything, became more aggressive in monitoring Americans. This is an older article, folks, that I'm reading from, but it doesn't make it any less important. Drone strikes have escalated. Most recently, it was reported that the same president who won a Nobel Prize in part of promoting nuclear disarmament is spending up to $1 trillion modernizing and revitalizing America's nuclear weapons. Why did the face in the Oval Office change, but the policies remain the same? Critics tend to focus on Obama himself, a leader who perhaps has shifted with politics to take a harder line. But Tufts University political scientist Michael Glennon has a more pessimistic answer. Obama couldn't have changed policies much even if he tried, which is absolutely true. We live in an oligarchy. We don't live in a democracy. An oligarchy is where a few run the show. And that oligarchy includes the military-industrial complex, the multinational corporations, and the banksters. They run the show. Not Trump, not Obama, not anybody else. So the fairy tale is over. Okay, though it's a bedrock American principle that citizens can steer their own government, electing new officials, Glennon suggests that in practice, much of the government no longer works that way. In a new book, National Security and Double Government, he catalogs the ways that defense and national security apparatus is effectively self-governing with virtually no accountability, transparency, or checks and balances of any kind. He uses the term double government. There's the one we elect, and then there's the one behind it, steering huge swaths of policy almost unchecked. Elected officials end up serving as mere cover for the real decisions made by the bureaucracy. And I'll give you some examples here. Presidential executive orders, folks, they can override Congress. That's not democracy. That's not checks and balances. We've got the Electoral College. Hillary won the popular vote. She's not president. Do you call that a democracy? Gore won the popular vote. He wasn't president. Do you call that a democracy? We have 9 old men in the Supreme Court who makes all our decisions for us. We've got electronic voting, which makes rigging much more easier with electronic voting. It's absolutely a fairy tale to think that you live in a democracy. Let me go ahead and read this article. Glennon cites the example of Obama and his team being shocked and angry to discover upon taking office that the military gave them only 2 options for the war in Afghanistan. The United States could add more troops, or the United States could add a lot more troops. Hemmed in, Obama added 30,000 more troops. Same thing with Trump today. Trump is not running the country, folks. Research and find out for yourself. Let me get to the important stuff. Well, I'll just go ahead and read it to you. Glennon's critique sounds like an outsider's take, even a radical one. In fact, he is quintessential insider. He was legal counsel to the Senate Foreign Relations Committee and consultant to various congressional committees, as well as to the State Department. National security and double government comes favorably blurbed by former members of the Defense Department, State Department, White House, and even the CIA. And he's not a conspiracy theorist. Rather, he sees the problem as one of smart, hardworking, public-spirited people acting in good faith who are responding to systematic incentives without any meaning oversight to rein them in. And that's why I'm saying all this, because of this 2020 election, which is a joke. Okay, let me go back to here. For people who just joined in, this is a Boston Globe article. And you can go to my website and I can show you who runs this country. And like I said before, it's generally speaking, it's a military-industrial complex, the multinational corporations, and the banksters. They're running the whole show, folks. While we're out there waving our flag thinking we have a vote, these 3 entities are running the show. It doesn't matter what you do. They're running Trump, They're running everybody. Once again, we got live results from Democrats. Go on TV and watch all this stuff. It's just once you've educated yourself to what's really going on in this world, first you're going to be angry, number one, when you learn what's really going on. But then you're going to start seeing how ridiculous this all is. 90% of the American public thinking that whoever they put in office in 2020 is going to change things, going to save the world. So, don't believe a thing I say. Go ahead and do your own research and find out what's going on. And my website is called thefutureofnews.info. I just wanted to come on here with all this New Hampshire dog and pony show that's going on. I wanted to put this, and I'm going to be reporting on this all the way up to the election because it's in mainstream media, which, by the way, mainstream media is the mouthpiece for the three entities I told you are running the show. Mainstream media does what they're told. And if you notice, they're pushing this election way ahead of time, day by day, making you think that you have a say in what's going on. They could be telling you about the secret government. They could, if they were on your side, be telling you about this rampant corruption and about who really runs the world. They're not doing that, folks, are they? Okay, thanks for listening, and we will talk to you soon. Please spread the word to people who don't know what's going on. The more people that are educated, the better our chances of fighting this new world disorder. And the new word for new world disorder is globalization.